Welcome, Cancer, to your August in-month reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, let's see what's going on with you as we are exiting August and getting ready. Ooh, it's hard to imagine that it's already almost September. Before you know it, I'll be saying welcome to your Christmas reading. Feels like that's how fast this is going. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Best messages. Show me the energy. Joy and stability. Keeping that joy and stability going over here, guys. Loving it. It feels like you are reaching out. Three of Pentacles coming out over here. Looking for those solutions related to any kind of problems. It feels like you're feeling that joy and stability at this time. Feeling like there's a lot of things that you can actually reach out to, whether it's being productive in your love life, your job, however it is. Let's see. Communication. Having that beautiful communication coming through. Feeling alone. You might have felt like you were a little alone, but it feels like whatever you were feeling alone with, maybe you felt like you weren't getting enough communication. Now it feels like somebody wants to reach out to you. Almost feels like you were waiting for someone to reach out to you. And feeling very alone about this situation. If you've had, any kind of upsets with a partner, whether it's a love situation or, just family, friends, whatever, it does feel like this is the time to really indulge in that communication that's actually coming through. So if you've been feeling very alone through whatever this situation was, waiting for someone to reach out to you, wanting that communication, it does feel like that's going to make you very happy and you're going to get the results that you're looking for at this time. Yes, bringing away that sadness and that isolation and just simply loving the situation and having a lot of reminiscing and a lot of nostalgic talk. It feels like there's going to be a lot of past talk going on about things that we used to do, bringing up the past of things, that we really want to talk about, sharing those emotions, sharing those fun feelings to really raise that vibration of fun and happiness. So really sharing the well-deserved reward, really making you feel like this is the comfort zone that you really want, really feeling like you're entangling yourself into a place that just makes you very happy. This was the communication you've been really waiting for. So there's definitely something very healthy going on over here when it comes to this communication. If you and somebody else have not been getting along, maybe even at the workplace, and maybe you've even been kind of, I don't know, it just kind of feels like maybe you feel like you were, you kind of isolated yourself away. Maybe you felt like they had not been working with you, but against you. It just feels like it's all coming back around, right? For the good of the situation. Okay. Could even be, wanting some kind of recognition with a well-deserved reward, saying, I wanted to be recognized and get the attention from the management, from the boss about the situation. It just feels like I did all this work and you just kind of ignored me. And so I was really hoping that we could have this kind of talk about the situation, or I wanted that appreciation. Something is going on. Everybody's story is a little different, so take it how it resonates, okay? Just trying to throw out as many things for you guys. That way you just, just trying to bring it all together. Everybody's story is a little different. So you might have just felt like you put out a lot of commitments and a lot of dedication with the Nine of Pentacles and just didn't feel like there was the reward coming back from the situation. Okay, so it gave kind of this feeling of not being seen, not being heard, or maybe somebody had lost communication with you and you feel like, I want that communication back. So, okay, and here it all comes. How beautiful is that? Okay, let's get on here, guys. Definitely there it is, this willpower, having this new opportunity, or maybe even this reconciliation to the situation. But it's definitely this new beginning in the way that things are moving for you in this relationship that you have. Okay. And let's just see, feeling alone around this situation. Excuse me. Really moving on to where it is you really truly feel like you're getting these rewards from this situation, right? However, you're reaching out for this communication. I'm really feeling like you're meeting right up to have this emotional understanding by the both of you, right? So I do feel that this is two in one. This is, yeah, where a lot of you just feel like there's some unfinished business going on. I just really want to fix this. I really want this to come together. Yes, and getting your 10 of cups. So definitely feeling like, you know what, this has gone on too long. I really want this understanding. I really want this. This is what I'm really looking for. I've been digging deep for this. I can get rid of any kind of restlessness that you've had within your mind. Maybe you were even feeling alone without them, feeling like, where'd my bestie go? Where'd my love go? I hope they're doing okay. And if it's on the work zone, it could just be feeling alone because you just really felt like, you know what, I just didn't get the praise, that I don't understand why I didn't get this praise when I did something so awesome. And now the boss wants to come back and say, hey, you know what, you did a great job. It's a little late, but it's going to give you that stimulation and make you feel so wonderful that you've been really looking for. Okay, so yeah, the broken communication is now coming back, where you felt like there was some kind of despair, not sure how this was going to work out, and now it's turning all on its head over here. Um, yes, having this beautiful transition. Okay, so it's almost kind of like, where did you go? Or how come this isn't happening? And now it's all coming back around. It's almost like the perfect timing for this to happen. Or whatever, we never know exactly what the reasons are. It just is. Maybe they did. Maybe for some of them, they had to go and have some kind of self-care. Maybe they needed to go work on themselves. But I do like this though, because it says, hey, look, you know what? We can have the compassion and that desired friendship. We can get back to the past over here in its own ways. And it's kind of like when you've been away from a best friend or something, it almost has that feeling kind of like you can just kind of pick up where you left off, right? On a good note, okay? I don't mean on the bad note. I mean on the good note. Look, if you last knew that you were last fighting about something, I don't see that's going to be the last thing you're going to be talking about. You're not going to be like coming back and being, you know, talking about the negative. No, it's about that transition and that forgiveness because you really want to talk to this person. They want to talk to you. It's more about talking about the good things. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. Hey, remember that time that we went to the winery? Hey, remember that time we seen that silly movie? It's like you're picking it back up on the joy and the stability. You're not picking it up on whatever went wrong. We don't always have to start that way, right? It's like getting on and moving ahead of whatever went on. We're not the same as yesterday, right? We can put yesterday's worries behind us and kind of walk away from that as a learning lesson and leave that behind because we're really looking for those hidden desires, the true things that made us so compatible. If it's about the boss, he could be saying, yeah, when you did such a great job, sorry I didn't get back to you to let you know that. Sorry, but I don't even know if he's like actually, going to say, you know what, I know I gave all this credit to this Capricorn, but not to you, right? I just want to let you know you did a good job too. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think he's just going to come back and just be kind of like, hey, that project that you did last month was awesome. It's like, geez, thanks for telling me now because I felt really bad about it. Like you didn't give me any credit about it. Right? But it's almost, however it is, okay? It just felt like it was lack of commitment and lack of understanding on their part. Like they should have said something. They knew it. Don't tell me they didn't know it. It's like it was misplaced. Was there, though, some hurt feelings between maybe you and the boss to where he didn't want to say something to you? Or was he making you feel, because no matter what, if it's a situation like that, my friends, it almost makes you feel like he made you look like the underdog for no reason whatsoever. But however it is, it's about hitting that celebration and that milestone. It's about reaching out and getting that celebration and getting that recognition. I do feel like for the majority of you, though, it's more of a person, um, of like family or loved one, best friend type of scenario more than work. But I do bring the work up because it could be something of work for some of you. But I do feel like for a lot of you, it's something that just makes you feel like there was kind of a falling out between the two of you, or something happened to this person and they just blinked out. Where did you go? I mean, for some of them, were they in jail? Did they go to jail? And that's how you lost touch? You see what I'm saying? Like something happened to this person, and it's kind of like, you know, and it just kind of was like, yeah, it was almost like they were kind of overcoming some kind of challenges, or you guys were overcoming challenges together and then just kind of lost touch. It just feels like a lost touch thing from the majority of you. Okay, so take that how that resonates. And let's see the overall here. And I love it though. I love it though, because it's talking about bringing in and developing this partnership back into a fruitation that it was already in once before. And even if it was the job place, like maybe, even if you guys were not the best, or you and the boss maybe were really close until this situation happened, you can feel like you're back on that same track. It just feels like somebody was taken. Maybe the boss was having problems and they just weren't even thinking. I don't know what the hell is going on over here. This was a personal reading, would be so much easier to pinpoint what that is, right? On a general reading, it's like you have so many, it's kind of like I'm just trying to pinpoint every little thing because it's saying it could be this. But no matter what, it's overcoming challenges. So use your discernment. You know what that means, right? So it says the central sun. You got all the sun over here, and I just love that. This is saying that this is where the regeneration, rejuvenation of the relationship can come back to feel more successful. Okay, so that way you don't have to feel alone, or you don't have to feel so sad about the situation, or feel ignored or not recognized within the situation, or if not feel that connection or pursuing that connection and saying, man, I don't feel good without my bestie around. And what will happen to them? Right? We used to be so close. With the star being healing codes, important information, wounds are healed. So that is a very good thing. This will bring back, recharge all of that energy that was wounded and bringing it back into an emotional balance. So I do like that. Okay. So this is the time when you also compelled to speak up, right? And being able to make your moves the way you want this to rebuild itself. Because it almost feels like that's what it is. It's the rebuilding of a foundation that was there. It just crumbled as time went on. And now you're saying, cool, now we can get this back to where I feel good. So I do feel you're going to be very fired up to hear this conversation, to have this conversation, and to hear this communication to come towards you. This is going to be your happy day. Okay, so it's going to make you feel very good. Put a skip in your walk, right? Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.